Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Disscusion Games. In this episode we're going to be talking about graphics card because one person commented on my video, Trevor Burnsteel, don't know, well, that's what his YouTube name is. And anyway, this is just a video going out to him with some nice PlanetSide 2 gameplay in the background on Ultra. Now, he was asking about my graphics card, the 7970, and he was saying about the GTX 660 and which one is better. Now, in terms of performance, the 7970 is better than GTX 660, and in RAM, not RAM, memory, because I've got 3 gigs, and I think the GTX 660 has 2 or something. And I just wanted to have a discussion about graphics card in general, and AMD and Nvidia and all that. Now, first off, I'm going to start with, when you go with Nvidia, if you're buying graphics cards, you pay for physics. You don't get this in AMD. But then you've got some price points. AMD are much better than Nvidia, and then at some points, probably price points is the other way around. Generally, AMD are cheaper in whatever you're going to go with, but with Nvidia you get physics. So yeah, he said GTX 660. Well, I would say go GTX 660 Ti, because it's always nice to just think to yourself, I'm going to get this. Why don't I just go one further? Because you've got to go, okay, this is what I do when I'm buying graphics card. I'm going to think, okay, what games am I going to play? And am I going to do a YouTube? And of course I was like, yeah, I'll do YouTube because it's fun. And I used a high quality 7970, which cost me quite a bit. Not going to say, but it was quite a lot. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to play good games. I'm going to play Medal of Honor Warfighter. I want to play Battlefield 4 when it comes out. Because I got Medal of Honor Warfighter, I get some Battlefield 4 beta key for free. Don't worry, I'll do a video on that for certain. 100% million on Ultra, because we can. And then I was like, oh, I want to play little games as well. So, you know, with my high quality card, I can do what I want. I can play low and high ranges. So I went for the top of AMD, which is the 7970, and then his GTX 660 is great. Yep, great card, but you know, I'm just like, oh, I don't know, will that push for like 5 more frames and we'll get TI? And you're like, do I really need that? And then you've also got to think, I want something that's going to be future proof. I don't want to change out these cards every year. I want to keep one for 3 years or 4, because they're expensive pieces. Like, I know the GTX 690 is £1,000, which is just stupid, but that is like 2 680s put together. So yeah, and with that, the gaming things, PlanetSide 2 is a very intense game. You need a lot, because this is the one I think he was going to do. That's to do an extremely intense game. You need a good card for that, or 2. Oh, that's another thing. Crossfire and SLI. For Crossfire and an SLI, you do need 2 cards of the same. Not, because when I first got a card, I was like, oh, I'll just get a 670, and then if it, you know, some games, they're just like, you know, I could see that it was changing a bit. I'd just be like, oh, I'll just get like a really, really bad one, and just put them together, you know, and I'll get 5 frames extra or 10 frames extra. You can't do that. You need 2 of the same cards, just in case you didn't know that, because I didn't know that. So when you've done that, you've got to think, so you've thought about SLI. You know, you can get 2 cheap ones, and they'll be the same as a more expensive one, but the more expensive one is normally a bit better for the price. So, Trevor, I would say to you, get a GTX 660 Ti. It's not that much more expensive, but there's a little bit of a performance boost. If you think it's too expensive, then go for the 660. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you've got to think future and what games you want to play. And PlanetSide 2 is a very intense game, especially in Ultra. And that's one other thing. If you're not bothered about games being on Ultra, you don't need a great card. I mean, I think you need a good card to play them on medium, but you don't need a great card to play them on low. I mean, if you're more of a performance guy, you're going to play them on low anyway. But if you really like graphics, you're going to be going to Ultra, and that's probably why you bought a PC, because you just like the Xbox graphics, or the PS3 graphics, or what, the Wii, or whatever. I don't know why you'd have a Wii to play shooty games and stuff like that, but you know, you do. And yeah, so then there's that. Normally, people who buy PCs, they want to play games in Ultra. That's what I'm trying to say. So, take into account, because if you get like a graphics card that's not amazing, you're going to be like, oh, my Xbox is better, why did I buy this? Why did I waste my money on this? So you want to get one that can at least do games in 1080 and Ultra, or even high. Maybe not medium or low, but definitely high. Actually, maybe medium, because I think Xbox is around about low. Yeah, Xbox and PS3s, they do low on 720 in some games, which is quite disappointing, actually. I mean, I thought they'd do a lot better. But no, they're not great, actually. They're really not great, which is very surprising. Because I thought they'd be like, whoa, it's so amazing. But they're not. I mean, their GPUs or graphics cards only have half a megabyte, no, not megabyte, half a gigabyte of RAM. You know, and I didn't know that. And that they only run at 550 mega. They run at 550 megahertz. No, that's yeah, megahertz. And my card runs at 925 normally, and I can overclock that to 1115. You know, if I wanted. And then one last thing. Think of cooling. Are you a guy who plays games a lot? Are you a guy who's going to overclock your machine? Because if you're going to overclock it, you need some good cooling. The cards will not last as long, but they're still going to be great. You know? They're still going to be good. I'm just getting Skype called. Sorry about that. So, then you've got to think about so many other things. And it's just really complicated. And then something that you think would be simple goes into something really, really difficult. And the brackets of graphics cards, say under £50 is a low, 50 to 150 is kind of low to mid, 150 to 200 is kind of mid, 200 to 300 is high, and then you go into stupid numbers like 500 and all that stuff. I'd say 300 is probably a ultra as well. One actually it should be an ultra for the money. That's the other thing. AMD, their 770's price has gone down a lot. I mean, when it was on release, this is to Trevor. When it was on release, the 7970 was like £500, but now it's gone way down to like £300, which is what I got mine for. Which I said I wouldn't tell you, but I think I should, because that's what he's considering. He's considering the price. And the 660 using Amazon is something like I don't know, 100 and 180 quid. I mean, that's quite a high to medium. And then I was saying to him, go for a TI. I mean, what's the difference? About 50 quid. Now that is quite a difference, but you've got to think. No, it's not 50 quid. What am I talking about? It's 40 quid. That's not that much, even though it is quite significant. It's not that much in graphics card world, you know. So I would say to you, Trevor, get a 660 Ti instead of a GTX 660. It will be future proof, and that's really what you want, you know. Because you don't want to be buying cards every year. You just want to get a good one. Make sure it plays the game. And if you're going to be playing Minecraft, anything, Minecraft is actually an incredibly intensive game, but you just don't know it. Like, I can get more frames off something like Team Fortress 2 than I can on Minecraft. I've had to get half the frames on Minecraft to do on Team Fortress 2. Because Minecraft is actually strangely good at eating away. Especially when you put Sonic Ether's unbelievable shaders. Wow, that goes down, but it's playable and looks amazing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Jackosaurus Games, do what you gotta do. This is to Trevor. This is a main video out to Trevor. And I hope you enjoy my videos. My channel will be in the link in the description, or up in the top left corner of the YouTube thing if you really can't be bothered to go there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, good night.